I know this contract says Medico, but this will not be for Medico. The Medico portal actually has an online contract that you can send directly through the portal. But this is for CSO, USIC, MAC, and I'm missing one, Lumico. Once they click on it, it will say something like click here, and it will pull up this. It will have a code. They should save that code if they ever need to go back to the contract. And then it will also ask for their email address. And they do have to select I agree. And then they'll see something like this as well. Then agents will have to select if they're setting up as an agency or an individual agent. Please make sure that their first, middle, and last name is listed. They do really extensive background checks, so make sure that that address matches with their home address. And if they have a business address that's listed, make sure that it's listed under the business information as well. At the bottom here, sorry if this is in the way, I'll put it up here. It will say proceed to next step. After all the information is listed, even on this one too, it should. And then they'll just input their information, just like a basic contract you guys have seen. It will ask for you to select which states. Make sure they select their resident first, and then they can set up what states they want to be contracted in. So make sure they do have a license in that state. They can't just select it. And I know that they will need to be contracted in the state to receive overrides. And I did send you guys the information on the state fees. I will send out all that information on one document, like one whole document, so you guys have all the information. It's gonna come to a document like this. I know a lot of agents will get stuck on this. If they do not select that review completed data sheet, it will not let them proceed to the next step. So make sure they review it. It's also gonna print out their compensation information. And you got, and once they click review, it's gonna pull up a document like up here under their, like a download that they can review, and they should save these documents, because I know one of them will be their compensation information, which I know you guys will get asked a lot of questions about. So if they could save that, then that would be great. When it asks for your signature, that they just need it and type in their name. It doesn't ask for them to actually sign. It's literally just typing their full name. Here is how they'll set up their direct deposits. Just make sure that all their stuff matches. I do believe they will have somewhere they can upload a voided check. If that doesn't happen, I'll send you guys an email on who you can email to send any information they miss in contracting. Okay, and then here you see they can just select, make sure they check every box, everything that's highlighted. And they have to put their name. Also, if you guys ever need to go back, if you see down here, it says return to previous step. You guys can go back and correct any information as needed. They will have to complete a W-9. If anything is messed up on any of these contracts, I do have paper contracts I can send you and a W-9, so we can get that corrected. But this system is awesome. Everything is on this website, and if they fill it out correctly, then it goes great. Okay, and then here for advancing, we still do the 9 months. So you'll be able to select 9 months. You'll have to download before you can check. So make sure you download the PDF, then check the box. Same with the contract PDF. So this will show the contract that's been completed so far. I always recommend that agents download the contracts that they filled out, just so they can remember exactly what they filled out and if anything was missed or anything. And then another checkbox here. And then they're just agreeing to review everything they filled out. And then they sign at the bottom and then they'll click finish. And then once they finish, I'll get the notification. They can also go back and download the contract. You can contract as a LLC.
Right, but what I mean though is, can we contract just the LLC, not the individual person? For example, say Ben wanted family insurance advisors to do the Medicare stuff and not him personally.
Yeah, you don't have to fill out a contract for him individually.
Okay, perfect.
So they'll also get an email that it's been completed. I also will be able to see under contracting when somebody's filled out a contract under here. You guys will also be able to see this when you send out contracts to people through your portal. It will pull down here below. And then after contracting is completed for you guys, you'll get an email from the AIMC team for whatever email was listed. Whoever filled out the contract, they'll get an email to set up this portal to create a contracting tab to send out to their downlines. Does the LLC need AHIP separate from the agent? I'm pretty sure yes, if you're contracting as the LLC, but I can verify that and I'll let you guys know. Once you guys have been approved, you'll get an email from the AIMC licensing team to set up a portal. It's going to ask like 5 questions. They're very simple. It's going to ask who you want agents to go to, what email you want agents to go to if they have any questions about contracts or Medicare, which you guys will list yourselves. I believe all admin should be listed for agents to go direct to. So that will be really easy setup. And I can help you guys if you have any questions on that. And then once everything's all set up, they'll let you know that you're ready to send out contracts to your agents. And then you'll just select the carrier, select the state, you'll select the writing number and the commission levels. I'm going to be sending out a commission schedule to you guys, hopefully, either by the end of today, if not sometime this week. And always make sure you select advancing. It will still be 9 months, just as we do for all the life carriers. And then you'll put in the agent's name, who you want to send it to, and then the email for the agent. And then you need to check this box, and then it will send a contract just the same way the other contracts have received, and agents will still go through this process again. I'm going to be messaging you guys sometime this week to send out contracts to you. Just let me know what email you want them to go to. If you do not help your 140s fill out contracts, or your 145s or whoever, I highly recommend you ask them to hop on a Zoom with you so you can fill it out. And then they can list your emails so that way any contracting information or license or anything about the carriers coming to you. And then that way, when the AIMC team is ready to reach out and set up your portals, you guys can use your emails, and that way you guys can set up contracting that way. That's up to you though, and your 140s, how you guys want to handle it. The way me and Eric handle it is my email is listed on this information. Eric has access to this as well. I share a document with him with all my logins, so if he ever needs it. That is correct, Brianna. She said, are you saying if we don't put our emails as the 140s, we won't receive any info from the carriers? No, you will not. It will go straight to whoever's email is listed is where the information is going to go.
And we can't put more than one, right?
No. And honestly, I mean, to fill out the contract, you can send it to the 140s, but when the AIMC team reaches out, they're going to reach out to the 140, and that's when they're going to ask the questions. Whose email do you want listed? and all that information, I'm saying I recommend that the admin be listed. I will post the questions in our Slack so you guys know what it looks like. And that way you get a better understanding. I know we meet again tomorrow, so like I can quickly go over it again after I post it tomorrow. But I like the way this contracting set up. It's a lot easier. If anyone needs to add a state, they don't have to call the carriers. All you guys have to do is email the licensing team at AIMC. And they will just add the state to the portal. They'll be able to look everything up in IPR. They like work directly with the carriers. So like I don't call CSO, I don't call USIC, I work with the AIMC team and they're able to set all this up. And you guys will get to as well. The AIMC team is an integrity partner. They're amazing, they're super helpful. And that's all I have for you guys today, but I just wanted to prepare you because I plan on sending out contracts to you guys this week for those carriers. There are more carriers that we will be sending out. I'm working on setting up contracting videos so we don't have to meet again. I can just do a Zoom for you guys and you can see what it looks like. All of those carriers, they're through the carrier portal, the way contracting is set up. I can show you an example right now because I pulled up a slideshow. This one is Capital Life. So it's Liberty Bankers Capital Life. A lot of these carriers have set up the same way Aetna does for contracting for the Medicare Advantage. That's what they'll tell you to if you ask them, because I have asked. So this is their slideshow. I'm able to share this one with you guys, so I will send it to you. On the portal, it will have like agent onboarding and you'll select it and then it will say contract new agent. We will not be setting up people as LOA. Everyone will be set up as contract type, general agent, individual. And then you can put if they're going to be an agent or an entity. You'll be able to select commission levels. So I know here it shows like the product, the broker product. That's not what it will look like for you guys. Whenever I send it out, it says something like cap_STD. So make sure you select that because I think it has two options. And then you'll be able to select the commission level. You will turn on advancing, sorry. And then make sure you do 9 months. It will ask for, I think this is for the approver, whoever's sending it out. This is what the email will look like for agents who receive contracting. Yes, I have commission schedules for all you guys. I'll send them out either end of today or sometime this week. We're still trying to format the commission to match what the life one looks like, kind of, but they're just completely different levels. So, but this is what the email looks like for agents whenever they receive a contract. And then they'll click on it. It will ask them to start the process. It's gonna give them a reference number and they need to save it. If they do not save it, we will have access to pull up the reference numbers. You guys, I can go over that whenever we go through contracting with this. I just wanted to show you guys what this one looks like. And then it's just like a contract. They fill everything out, put all the information in. I highly recommend for this carrier, it's Capital Life Liberty Bankers. They only select their resident state. If they want to add more states, what I was told by this team is whenever an agent is contracted under them in another state, it's automatically added on. We can verify that obviously when we go through the process, but I was told that it makes the portal really slow when a whole bunch of states are selected. So for this carrier, just select the resident state. And then if you guys need to add more states, we can go over that. And then it will ask them questions. Also, if they do answer yes to any of the background questions, for the AIMC team, you're going to have to email any documentation to the licensing team at the AIMC team. And then for this carrier, you guys will just have to email any information to me as of now, for Capital Life. If they answer yes to any background questions, we need all like, letter of, oh my gosh, someone help me out. You know what I'm trying to say?
Explanation.
Thank you. We will need a letter of explanation. Okay, and then it will ask for banking information. They can upload documents, upload E&O, upload voided check. I do not believe you guys will need to upload their licenses. These carriers have proven to me that they're able to just look everyone's license up through NIPR. But if something happens, it's easy, just send me their license and we can get it resolved. I don't think I'm missing anything else for you guys to upload. This is not one that will need AHIP. The Medicare supplement carriers do not need AHIP except for Aetna. But the Medicare Advantage ones are the ones that are going to require AHIP. And then it will ask for advancing. But again, I'm going to send you guys this. You'll be able to see everything. One thing about this carrier too, after the agent submits the contract, the upline has to go review the contract. So can everyone see where it says the green pending for prospect agent? This is what invitations look like when you send them out to people. So when it's green, that means it's waiting for the agent to fill out the contract. When it is blue, that means it's waiting for the upline to review the contract. So if you guys see here, it says review prospect agent. That's what the uplines will have to do to review the contract. You'll go step by step in reviewing, and I'm going to set up a recording to show you guys how that looks. I think they actually have it on here, what that might look like. Oh, here we go. So yeah, it will say review. You don't hit review, make sure it's review. And then it's just going to ask you to confirm their commission, confirm their information. You will have to put this information, who the upline is. I'll send you guys information on who the highest would be and who the lowest would be. And then it will ask check a box. It will ask you to approve it if you think the contract is filled out correctly, or you could send the contract back to the agent if they missed something or filled something out incorrectly. And then this is the final email that they will get. And it will have their upline's information listed here if they have any questions. All right. Rebecca asked, what's the email for AIMC licensing? I'm going to send you guys all that information. I'll also send it. I'm going to send it out whenever I'm ready to send out contracts to you guys. The AIMC team has sometimes different people who will reach out, so it's not always the same person. So make sure though, if you email initially the licensing team, and then someone will reach out to you from that team. What's the date we're looking at for that? I cannot give you a date. I just know this week we're gonna be ready. Do we have a timeline of sorts of all of this? So I'm going to say this week, we're gonna be ready to sending out contracts from the AIMC portal. The Capital Life one that I'm showing you also, I'm gonna either predict either this week or sometime next week. I'm just trying to get some licensing info from the AIMC team, and then I will contact you guys whenever we're ready. You guys are gonna be the first to go through the contracting process. So you're my guinea pigs to see how this will roll out and play. They do background checks. They do. So they do extensive background checks. So that could take time on contracting time, just the same as live carriers. So before they can get approved, they still have to go through background contracts. But if you guys need to check on the status of a contract, we can ask the licensing team as well, and they'll give us an estimated time, but obviously give it 3 to 5 business days. All right, are there any other questions you guys have?
Sort of a personal problem, but only partially. In any future Zooms that we do you think you'd be able to use the present mode? It shows up as like quarter size on my screen, so I've been trying to see what you've been saying the whole time.
Oh
But
my gosh, no, yeah, I totally can.
thank you.
I will do that, sorry. All right, well, I just wanted to show you guys to prepare you on what to look out for. I will post when I'm ready to start sending out stuff to you guys. So just check Slack, because that's where I'm going to post everything, because that's where everyone's at, and it's just easier to talk to you guys that way. But if you have any questions, you can email me, you can call me. I know Eric is creating a Medicare website, and they're going to be doing agent training. So if agents have questions, send them to Eric on training information. We're not ready yet, but I know that they're trying to get stuff together. But if you guys need anything, just let me know, and I'm happy.
I have a question, Jasmine.
Yes.
Would it make more sense to create a separate thread, like a Medicare, like Meds, you know what I mean? Like MedSup, contracting thread, so stuff doesn't get lost in our regular contracting thread?
Yeah, I could totally do that.
Like kind of just keep it all in one place.
If you guys want me to do that, I could totally do that.
But we're just gonna have to make sure we pin everything, correct? So we don't lose anything. That's my only concern with having it in Slack, is that we have limited
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I will.
storage, so.
I have everybody's email. I'll just email you guys. I know that's easier.
But even if it's like stuff that you need to like, tell us or something, maybe a different thread. I don't know.
Because we can pin anything we need to in that separate one, and then it'll all be for Medicare, whatever we do have pinned.
Right.
Yeah, whatever's easier. Important information, I will make sure to email you guys, especially with the contact information you'll need. I will email you slides. I'll email you. But if it's just like a quick little message I need to make, then I will post it in Slack,
Sounds good.
because I totally forgot
Works for me.
to delete in Slack. All right. Well, I'm excited to get this out to you guys.